Class 12th, Subject Physics, 5th chapter, Oscillations. From this chapter, let us see the expressions for acceleration A, velocity v, and displacement x of the particle performing linear SHM. So, in order to obtain the expressions for acceleration, velocity, and displacement, let us consider the path followed by a particle performing linear SHM, that is PQ, such that O will be the mean position and P and Q are the extreme positions, so that at mean position displacement x will be equal to 0, and for the extreme positions P and Q the displacement of the particle x will be equal to a, that is the maximum displacement, which is also called as amplitude of linear SHM. Now the differential equation of linear SHM that already we have studied is given as d square x by dt square plus omega square x equal to 0. Now shift this term omega square x towards RHS, therefore we can write d square x by dt square equal to minus omega square x. But this term d square x by dt square represents the acceleration of the particle performing linear SHM, that is d square x by dt square equal to a, and therefore acceleration a is equal to minus omega square x, equation number 1. This equation represents the acceleration of the particle performing linear SHM. Now, as acceleration d square x by dt square equal to minus omega square x, therefore we can write this double derivative as d by dt of dx by dt, and that will be equal to minus omega square x. But this dx by dt is velocity v, and therefore dv by dt equal to minus omega square x, since dx by dt is equal to v. Now we can rearrange this term, that is dv by dt will be multiplied and divided by dx, and therefore we can write dv by dx into dx by dt. So dv by dt is multiplied and divided by dx will be equal to minus omega square x. Again this dx by dt is phi, and therefore we can write phi dv by dx equal to minus omega square x. This dx will be again shifted towards RHS, therefore we will get phi dv equal to minus omega square x dx. Now we have to integrate this equation on both sides, and therefore integrating on both sides we will get integration phi dv equal to integration minus omega square x dx. This minus omega square will be taken out of integration as it is constant, and therefore integration phi dv will be equal to minus omega square integration x dx. But integration phi dv is v square by 2 and integration x dx is x square by 2, therefore we can write phi square by 2 equal to minus omega square x square by 2 plus c, equation number 2, where c is the constant of integration. So c is constant of integration and we have to find the value of that c, and therefore let a be the maximum displacement of the particle performing linear SHM, that is amplitude of linear SHM, and when the particle is at extreme position velocity v will be equal to 0, that is when the particle is at point P or Q, that is extreme position. So when it is moving from O to Q, again it will come back from Q to O only when at this point Q velocity is equal to 0. Similarly at point P again, when that particle moves from O to P, again it will come back from P to O only when velocity here at position P equal to 0. And therefore we can say that at extreme position velocity of the particle performing linear SHM is equal to 0, and therefore we can write thus at x is equal to a, that is at extreme position, phi is equal to 0, and therefore from equation 2 we have, so we are having this equation 2 here. So in this equation we have to put x is equal to a and phi is equal to 0, and therefore 0 equal to minus omega square a square by 2 plus c, and therefore constant c will be equal to omega square a square by 2. Now putting this value of c again in equation number 2. So again in this equation 2 we have to put the value of c, therefore we will get phi square by 2 equal to minus omega square x square by 2 plus omega square a square by 2. Cancelling 2 from all these three terms, we will get phi square equal to minus omega square x square plus omega square a square. Now this can be written as phi square equal to, taking omega square common, omega square into a square minus x square, plus term is written first, and therefore taking square root, as it is v square equal to omega square into a square minus x square, velocity phi will be equal to plus or minus omega root of a square minus x square, equation number 3. So as it is phi square equal to omega square into a square minus x square, its square root will be either plus or minus, because plus omega root of a square minus a square, square is same as that of minus omega square root of a square minus x square. Now this will, equation number 3 will represent the velocity of the particle performing linear SHM. And now in order to obtain the expression for displacement, again this velocity phi is dx by dt, and therefore we can write dx by dt equal to omega into root of a square minus x square. So in place of this phi we have written dx by dt. Instead of plus minus we have considered here only the magnitude, that is omega root of a square minus x square, and therefore we can write dx, rearranging the terms, dx upon square root of a square minus x square, this square root is shifted towards LHS and this dt towards RHS, and therefore dx upon square root of a square minus x square will be equal to omega dt. Again integrate this equation on both sides. So integrating this equation on both sides, we can write integration dx upon square root of a square minus x square equal to integration omega dt. Again omega is constant taken out of integration, so this will be written as omega integration dt. But from the identity of integration dx upon root of a square minus x square comes out to be sine inverse x upon a. Sine inverse x by a, that will be equal to omega into integration dt is t. So omega t plus phi, where phi is again constant of integration. So phi is constant of integration, and therefore we can write as sine inverse of x by a equal to omega t plus phi. Therefore we can write x by a equal to sine of omega t plus phi, and therefore the displacement x will be given as displacement x will be equal to a sine omega t plus phi, equation number 4. So this fourth equation represents the displacement of the particle performing linear SHM. So in this way, acceleration is minus omega square x, velocity is plus minus omega root of a square minus x square, and displacement is x is equal to a sine omega t plus phi. So this will be regarding the expressions for acceleration, velocity and displacement of the particle performing linear SHM. Now regarding the fourth equation, that is x is equal to a sine omega t plus phi, let us consider two different cases. So first case is if the particle starts its motion from the mean position, that is from mean position O, if that particle starts its motion, then x will be equal to 0 for mean position at time t is equal to 0. So just that particle is starting its motion from the mean position, and therefore x will be 0 at t equal to 0. Now putting these values in fourth equation of the displacement x is equal to a sin omega t plus phi, we can write 0 equal to a sin omega into 0 plus phi, because x is equal to 0 and t is also 0, therefore 0 equal to a sin omega into 0 plus phi, and therefore we can write here a sin phi will be equal to 0 and phi will be equal to 0 or pi. So at the mean position, phi will be equal to, that is called as phase, that is equal to 0 or pi. Now if we put the value of this phi, that is 0 or pi, again in equation number 4, then we can write x is equal to a sin omega t plus 0 or pi. But sin we can write here, but that will be x is equal to a sin omega t, because in this relation if phi is taken as 0, then it will be a sin omega t, or if it is pi plus omega t, again it will be sin omega t, and therefore when the particle starts its motion from the mean position, the displacement is given by the equation x is equal to a sin omega t. If the particle starts its motion from the mean position, displacement x is equal to a sin omega t. Now let us consider the second case, that is if the particle starts its motion from the extreme position, that is from point P or Q, if that particle starts its motion, then at that time x will be equal to a, that is the amplitude of SHM at t is equal to 0. And therefore again putting these values in this fourth equation, we can write a equal to a sin omega into 0 plus phi, because x is equal to a and this t is equal to 0, therefore we will get a is equal to a sin phi. A will be equal to a sin phi, a will get cancelled on both sides, therefore we will get sin phi will be equal to 1, and therefore phi will be equal to either pi by 2 or 3 pi by 2. Now putting this value of phi in fourth equation, again we will get x is equal to a sin omega t plus pi by 2 or 3 pi by 2, but sin of omega t plus pi by 2, that will be equal to cos omega t, and therefore we will get displacement x equal to a cos omega t. This equation represents the displacement of the particle when it starts its motion from the extreme position, and therefore from the first case and this second case we can say that if the particle performing linear SHM starts its motion from the mean position, then displacement x is equal to a sin omega t, and if the particle starts its motion from the extreme position, then x is equal to a cos omega t.